So yesterday we looked at natural logarithms, how to go from an expression with a power with a base e, how to change that to a natural log, how to change a natural log back to an exponent. And now we're actually going to put that to use. So we have here 4e to the negative 2x power minus 5 equals 3. And it wants to know what is the value of x. So first thing I see is like, okay, so x is raised to the power, right? That's our exponent. So if x is in the power, I know this is a logarithm problem. I know I need a logarithm to get x out of the exponent. And then I see our exponent is base e, and I say, aha, it's a natural log problem. So I'm going to put those two ideas together. So I need to know, if I want to write this as a logarithm, I need to get this e to the negative 2x all by itself. So we think, how do we get rid of this times 4 and this plus, or this minus 5? So you got to think, and remember, this isn't a logarithm, so you don't use the properties of logarithms. You just think of this as a regular old equation. So how do I get rid of times 4 and minus 5? So we say plus 5 first, both sides. So 4e to the negative 2x equals 8. And then to get rid of the times 4, we divide both sides by 4. And that gives us e to the negative 2x power equals 2. Okay. So hopefully, if you remember this from yesterday, you know you can do this in one step as far as rewriting it as a natural log. Now I'm going to do it in 2 steps just in case you weren't here yesterday, and I don't want you to see like a huge jump in what happens here. So if I have e to the negative 2x, I can write that as log base e, and then the negative 2x and the 2 will swap places. So log base e of 2 equals negative 2x. And then what we said yesterday was anytime you see log base e, we can simplify that and just call that the natural log, or ln, of 2 is negative 2x. Okay, so we've done that. Okay, cool. Now what? Remember, our goal is to solve for x still. And this natural log of 2, this you can calculate. You can put this into a calculator and it comes out to a number, right? So I just want to get this x by itself. So I just need to get rid of this times negative 2. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2. And we end up with x equals, switch them around here just so we can have x on the left, the natural log of 2 over negative 2. Okay. But then if you look at the instructions, which I didn't copy down, it says we want that to the nearest 10,000. So I need this as a decimal. I can't leave it like this for whatever reason. So you can't do that in your head. That's almost impossible unless you're some kind of like super genius. So what we do is we go to our calculator. So how do we do natural logs on our Desmos machine? It's actually really easy. You can either, this is the long way, you can click the little on-screen keyboard, go to functions, miscellaneous, and you'll see the ln button here. You just press it, all right? And then you can put in whatever you need. Let's actually do that. 2 divided by negative 2. And here's our answer. Negative 0.34657. 10 thousandths is 4 decimal places. So you'd say 3465, and then the 7 will make it round up, so that's 3466. So negative 0.3466. Okay. A couple other things. Let's say you're doing this on your own and you totally forget about natural logs. What if we didn't simplify it? What if we left it as log base e of 2, right? And then we want to divide all of that by negative 2. So here's another cool trick you could do on Desmos. If I want to divide everything, I would either have to put it in parentheses or ready for this, if you select everything and then press your division key, your slash, look at that. How cool is that? If I put negative 2 there, we notice we get the exact same answer. So there's no difference between saying natural log and log base e. This is just a little bit easier to write. But there's your answer. Okay, not too bad. Let's try one more. So same idea. If you want to pause it, try it on your own. We want to solve for x. So we start by getting our our e by itself. So I'm going to do plus 12, plus 12. So that's 3e to the 4x equals 27. I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So that gives me e to the 4x. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Okay. Let's, since we did it the long way, what if we do it the short way here? You can say this is going to simplify down to the natural log. Remember, our 4x and our 9 switch places, so it's the natural log of 9 equals 4x. And then to get x by itself, we just divide both sides by 4. So that gives us x equals the natural log of 9 over 4. Okay, once we get to this point, we take a break, we open up our calculator. So if you don't want to find the function button every time, one thing you can do, you can just go back to the old one and you can just put 9 and you can put, oops, not 4, or not 9, but 4. And we get, here's our answer, 0.5493. So probably that's the easiest way. Once you have like your setup, you wrote your fraction here with your natural log on top, because a lot of them follow the same format. Instead of rewriting it, you can just swap the numbers. But let's say you accidentally erase it all. Oops. So instead of going to the functions, you can literally just type in the letters ln and then your number, so 9. And then I want to divide that whole thing by 4. So you can do the whole thing just using your fingers on the keyboard. Okay. All the other questions more or less follow this pattern. So it's just practicing. So you want to get your e term all by itself, and then you want to get the x out of the power. So we rewrite it as a logarithm or a natural log in this case, and then we get x by itself. And then once you end up here, you put it in the calculator to get your decimal answer. Remember, you want to round it to 4 decimal places. So chances are, if you miss a question today, it's because you forgot to round correctly. Right? It's very exact. When it says nearest 10,000th, you gotta be on the dot. So don't try to, because one thing you could do, like if I did natural log of 9, right? That's a value, 2 point all of this. But then if I say, what's 2.19722? If I just divide that by 4, like this time it came out the same, but it's potentially, depending on what you're dividing by or what this decimal is up here, you might end up with a rounding issue. Okay, so I would definitely do it all in one step. Don't try to separate your operations. Okay, trust your calculator to do the work. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, good luck.